Welcome to day 53 of my 1,000-mile solo run across Nepal. Today I'm joined by a new friend of mine, Giri. Giri, that's how you pronounce it? Yeah. It's a very easy, relaxed morning. We've been having a nice chat. And Giri, he's an English teacher for a private school. And he's actually founded and started a school by himself, which I'd like to show you around today, and he will explain.
Good morning and namaste, sir. I founded 7 years ago this school. In our area was not private school only.
And no English?
No English school. There was no better English. Nowadays, I am teaching, our school is teaching good English for students. We have 85 students in this school. 85 students and 6 teachers. But now today is holiday.
Yes.
So that we cannot see students and other teachers, only I am founder. And then school is poor, but students are talent. I am
They're
increasing.
talented. Yes, you're
talent.
increasing their talent.
Talent. If students meet English people, they can talk without any hesitation.
They have a conversation. Okay.
They can contact. They can talk. This is my office. Now it's closed.
Okay.
Okay. This is my office.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Our office. And then go inside, sir.
A little bit narrow. I've got my poles.
Yes, sir. Slowly. This class is UKG. UKG class. Only 16 students study there.
Okay, 16.
Okay.
16 students
16.
here. Okay.
Yes.
16-year-old or 16 number?
Yeah, 16 boys and girls altogether. 16. 16.
Okay.
Yeah. There are 11 students.
11
students.
on this. So in this classroom, 11 boys and girls.
Class is LKG.
Okay.
LKG. Let's go. LKG. Slowly, sir. Slowly. It's narrow. Yes, sir.
Okay.
It is nursery class.
Nursery class. Okay.
Nursery class.
Big table.
Yeah. Students studying 15 are there. The number of the students are 15.
15 in this classroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
15
Today's
nursery
holiday,
students.
so we cannot see.
Yeah.
It is class 1.
Okay.
It is class 1. 9 students are studying here.
19.
9. Not sorry, 9, only 9.
Oh, 9. Okay.
Yes, sir. This is class 4.
Okay.
This class is 4. 8 students study here.
Okay.
8 students.
So it's different setup. So here, they're all pointing, all looking over here.
Yes, sir.
Whereas nursery, they're just all around one table. But here, it's more like a Western, I guess, classroom where everyone is looking.
We use leather tool because we can provide wood chair, but teacher will sleep. So that
okay. So the teacher doesn't sleep.
Doesn't sleep when using leather tool. Okay. Yes, sir. It is class 1.
Class 1.
Class 1.
What age is class 1?
This is 1. Sorry, this is class 2.
This is 1.
This one.
This is class 2.
Yeah.
And what age is class 1?
Class 1 is there.
What age? How old are class 1 children?
Age 8 to 9 years.
Okay.
Yes, 8 to 9 years.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So here you've got a little bit of English.
Yeah. Write any names of any 9 indoor games. Indoor games. This question.
And write the names of any 9 outdoor games. Okay.
Yeah. This is class 2. 8 students study here.
8.
Read here.
8 here.
Students here.
Okay.
8 students. Their age is 8 to 10 years.
Okay.
8 to 10 years.
8 to 10. Okay. And what's this area over here?
This is for parents. Sometimes parents
Parent.
come to
Okay.
talk
Just
and
sitting,
plan.
waiting.
Yeah, this is in waiting. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes. Sir, come slowly. This is 5 class.
Okay.
This is 5 class. So only 9 students read here or study there.
9.
9 students. So their age is.
So they've got a bit more room here. There's 3 rows.
Yeah.
Okay.
Above 10, middle 15 students, middle age students study there.
Okay.
Their age is 10 above 15, middle 15.
10
Yes,
15.
outside.
Okay, let's carry on.
Come outside, sir. Slowly.
Okay.
Yes, sir. This is class 3. This is class 3. 5 students study there. Their age above 8 to 11.
8 to 11.
8 to 11. 5 students study there. Yes. Greenery area. Many trees are keeping us, but we have no facility, drinking water, number good type of toilet, and a big ground. But it is consistent area. Even I am running travelly or happily.
Okay, happily, you enjoy it
travelly
here.
or happily, I am enjoying and I am teaching all of the students. Parents are too much happy, but they cannot.
Too much happy means that they're very happy.
Yeah,
very happy.
They're
Yes,
very happy. If I will get money, I will make good types of building. I will call large number of educated people for teacher and management. I will run without any difficulty. Now we are suffering financial problem, teacher problem in our school. This is rural area and dry area.
Yes.
Educated people cannot stay here.
Yeah. I've seen that firsthand, the lack of water.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you for showing me around.
Welcome, sir. Thank you. Visiting our school. Thank you, sir.
So what a special morning. Definitely one of those goldest moments. Back to Giri, what a man. It really helps that he's got good English, so it was just good to ask lots of questions. I was able to really ask him, how does the education system work here? How the private versus the government schools, how do those systems differ? And obviously being a school teacher as well, he was able to answer everything. Great to see the school, obviously, as you saw, very, very basic. And that's a private school. He was explaining that before he started this school, there was nowhere that taught English, and that's why his school became popular, was because it did, and it kind of pushed that as a specialty. He said that in Rajapani, that village, there are 30 families living there, and it's very, very dry. So he actually showed me the water source, and there's someone, it's kind of like literally dripping, and it's someone's job to just sit there and collect the water. There's not enough water, basically. He said that most of the water comes from people carrying it from the river, which is, I think, about 500 meters down. So if you think about how much water you go through, and that includes, washing, all that kind of stuff. So you can't constantly carry that much water. It must be back-breaking work. But what a man, great. I'm not in any rush now because I've pretty much planned every day to the finish, and I've got 2 extra days on top of that, so including rest days. So I could either take 2 extra rest days, i.e. have a rest day every 3 days rather than 6 or 7, or like today, just had the opportunity to have a look around schools, take the opportunity and start later, cover less distance, doesn't matter. It's a shame that actually I was invited to the private school and the government school, and the private school has a holiday today, so I knew that was going to be empty, but the government school is supposed to be running today, and when we turned up there were 3 school children outside kind of wondering why it's closed, but it was closed, so no one knows why. So there you go. It's so completely quiet here. It's so nice. This is exactly what I like. Just totally peaceful, I can run along here and then just stop, walk for a bit, and that walk just feels like so relaxing. I've been following this trail for 2.5 hours so far today, and I've only seen one vehicle, and that happened to be the moped of the mayor of this district, whose house I stayed at last night. Pretty small community, and what the school teacher was telling me about the lack of water, it really does seem true. Even the air, it feels really, really dry, super dry. There's a bit of a breeze, but the breeze itself just feels like it's sucking all the moisture out of everything. As you can see, here's the vegetation. Everything is just dry. The road has got thick dust on it. The only people that I've seen were people carrying water containers either up or down this route, and that's how they get water. They have to go all the way down to the river, which is at least 500 meters vertically. I think it could be more. I'll know when I get there. I'll be able to check my watch. I have been following this kind of dirt trail for the entire day. It's quite wide, fairly smooth, but the number of vehicles that I've seen today, probably no more than 5. It feels very rural again. It's nice to be in a rural area, but it doesn't feel totally safe. Basically, there's the rural areas where people have got plenty of farming, plenty of water, there's lush green everywhere. That feels fine, but this area, people are lacking water. There doesn't seem to be very many areas where people can farm. People seem to be struggling a bit more around here, and obviously where people are struggling, they'll do more to get money, or obviously just, I'm guessing there's a higher risk of something like a mugging here. That's how it feels anyway. Oh, and it's been really windy all day. Right now it was quite a good opportunity to film because I thought the wind had died down, but the eyes have been really, really dusty. I've just kind of put my cap right down to try to hide out of it. Anyway, I'm almost at the next village where I've been told there's a hotel, and I've got a couple more days like this until I reach the Terai. So I got to Roshua, and this is where I'm going to be staying tonight, and I had to show you this hotel because it's pretty cool. It's going to be one that I'm probably going to put my tent up inside, but it's still pretty cool. So this is the room. As you can see, it's just kind of bamboo straight through. This is the view on the outside. If we go in, then so this is the brick. This is kind of the rest of the hotel, and then there's this. It's pretty cool, pretty airy. I forgot to mention how you get to my room. I'll show you. This is the stairs, but that's not how you get there. You get there by following this. And it's really, really narrow. I mean, I have to kind of like grip onto this brick to make it across there. And with a little bit of a backpack, it's particularly difficult.
So I'm actually in the tent now. And I just wanted to say that I'm really glad that I put my tent up. Again, it kind of seems weird, but it's priceless to get a good night's sleep where you're not worried about kind of bugs getting at you or whatever. But here, basically, in the roof here, in the ceiling, there's just loads and loads of bugs. And I'm lying here and I can just hear bits falling, and it's just bugs kind of falling off the ceiling. And I just had a look here. I've already got rid of them, but all of this was just covered and covered in bugs. And if I didn't put this tent up, they would just constantly be falling on me all night, and it would just, I mean, it's not very pleasant anyway, but it would just constantly be waking me up as well, and I wouldn't get to sleep. As it is, I know I'm kind of fully protected, and I know I can just switch off and get good rest.